Tubers, family and friends, good afternoon. Golden Palace, this is Edward here. We just got back from the city. We take one city trip every month and got all kinds of supplies. So we're loaded up pretty good today. We got about 50,000 pesos worth of store-bought, specialty bought, bulk bought supplies and everything we need, food and everything else for the household. We got everything we need for about 6 weeks. So, well, and we got fruits. You know, we got pretty much everything that we needed for the fruits will only last maybe a week, but we got apples, bananas. I got some ground beef, some specialty items. I got the yellow watermelon. About everything. Also, it was Mother's Day, so Lilibeth got flour and heart. So that's about the supplies we got now. We're good. And I bought a bunch of canning spices. I got I'm gonna can some baked beans and a bunch of canning goods, vegetables, and I'm gonna do some more eggs too. So we're getting all ready here for the doomsday scenario, getting all stocked up as much as we possibly can, because you never know. I mean, we could be looking at maybe, you know, what, 6 more weeks till June 25th. That's kind of the deadline right now, and if we go past that, you know, just rewind, rethink everything, and just keep continually preparing for the future. That's what preppers do. That's what homesteaders do. They're always in a position where no matter what time anything happens in the world, or disaster or whatever should happen to come from God or from man throwing nukes around the world, or lab produced pandemics, or whatever the case, you got to be in a position where you can, you know, survive the storm. And that's what we do here in the Philippines, deep jungle Philippines, right? Away from as many people as possible, away from all the population centers. We're out in the wilderness, so you can produce your own meat and your own vegetables and fruits and everything that you need in case everything goes down. You got your own water supply, you got your own food supply, you got a safe and secure place, you know, and you just build on that, right? And then provide as much as you can past your own family to the community around you when times get really bad. So that's the key, guys. So, like I say, we spend between probably 50 and 60,000 per month, or every six weeks. I'm just doing a little blog for now.
We just arrived. It's so tiring day.
Yeah.
Too hot.
We have our lunch and Lilibeth falls asleep right away.
Oh, hot. Well, my husband called me sometimes I'm a pig, because after eat I become tired. Which is that's true. I'm start being lazy with it. That's not right.
Everybody gets tired after they eat. So I'm gonna help put away this stuff. I got a bunch of vinegar. I got some cane vinegar and some soy sauce. I don't use the soy sauce, but the rest of the family does. And then what else do we get? A bunch of, you know, paper towel and Kleenex and toilet paper, and we got 30 bulk chickens, whole chickens. Well, it might be 28 pieces, and that was like 6,500 pesos. So 5,000 pesos, $100, so $125 for 28 whole chickens. And that, like I say, that'll last us a good 6 weeks. We got a lot of freezer space, so, and then we can always can it or dry it and preserve it if we lose all our electricity. If I ever come into my second pension, which might not ever happen, the way the U.S. is threatening nuclear war with China and Russia and North Korea all the time, I would like to get a battery bank system to supplement my generator and my solar system, but I don't know if that's going to work out or not. We'll see how it goes, but I won't do batteries unless I have lots of extra money and I got this whole area air conditioned. So I'd have to put a doorway here going back around this wall, and then that's where I'd put the batteries, is on the other side of this wall, because I own the property back behind this wall too. And if I do that, then I'll air condition this whole space. And then I'll put a partition here coming out, real thin space to walk right here, so I can still run my generator and have a wall here so it won't affect the air conditioned area here where the inverters are and where the batteries are, going through a doorway here. So I'll have to redesign and engineer this area to handle air conditioning and battery system, which is, you know, a nice little project in the future, only if I get lots of extra money. Otherwise, it's really not needed. If we have blackouts, of which we do, we had 2 blackouts yesterday. One lasted 20 minutes and the other one lasted 1 hour. So off and on throughout the week, we might have anywhere from 1 to 6 blackouts. And the longest one we've had is 6 hours here this last week. And the 6 hours was at night. So usually around 1 or 2 a.m. in the morning, power will go out. So we'll just sleep through that the best we can with our battery fans last between 2 and 4 hours. And then after that, you know, it's real cool in the morning anyway. So we just open up the doors, and like we usually do in the early morning. And it's real nice in the early morning. I mean, the Filipinos and even us foreigners, you know, if we got lots of work to do, we get up 5 a.m. and get all that stuff done, all our chores, everything that we need to do. That's heavy lifting or heavy labor until what, maybe 10 a.m. at the most. Then you're done for the day until pretty much the last hour of the day, because it's way too hot to work out in the sun. Like right now, it's what, 3:30 p.m. It's 3:30 p.m. on May 9th. It's 90.9 degrees in the shade. And that's kind of about what it's been this last week or two. It's probably been between 88 and 92 in the hottest part of the day. And, you know, and that's in the shade, of course. So you don't want to be out in the sun in the afternoon at all if you can help it. I've been swimming actually around 2:30, 3:30 most of the days, because the water's beautiful in the pool, and it's just super refreshing. The pool's in real good shape now. I'm real happy with it. So I've had a lot of hell with the birds in the tower here these last 8 weeks, but now they're starting yesterday, they're starting to thin out. And their nesting season's usually over in the middle of May. So I think we're good now from being bothered by the birds so much. We'll see. So anyways, I'll let you guys go. I'm gonna put away all these supplies. I'll go inside and let you guys kind of see some more items that we got. One thing we do is we've been trying to keep up with keeping all the plants watered. That's a chore in itself, just going around and watering the plants once a day. We got lots of plants, lots of starter plants. Here's all the big boxes we got. Let's open some of these boxes up so we can show everybody kind of what some of the items we got, hon.
Sure.
And then here's sour cream. I got a bunch of sour cream. We put these on our eggs. It's kind of part of the carnivore diet that you can have dairy. And this size of a container of sour cream is 450 pesos. So it ain't cheap. It's like $8, $8-9. So I'll usually get 2 or 3 of these if I can find it. Sometimes it's real hard to find sour cream here. So I'm good now for a good supply. Yeah, open some of these up, Hans. We'll see. I got some regular old corn flakes for cereal. Sometimes we have cereal. That's milk there. Not sure what that is. Hon, could you open up the rest of these so we can see what's in there? And then here's some of the fruits. I already showed you this: apples, bananas. These are avocados. That's what kind of avocados are these, hon? These are more of like the native with the long necks on the top. These ones are delicious, but they go bad fast, so you have to really watch them close, otherwise they'll go bad fast. Yeah, you have to eat them right away. So if they're ripe, you better make guacamole or slice them up into some kind of a salad right away, because if you don't, then it'll go bad. So, and then like I say, this is the kind of apples we buy. It's the big size, the largest size we can buy. We buy about 20 or 2 dozen of these, because the kids love the real good apples. They're all native apples, really sweet. And this is the yellow watermelon. It's yellow inside. We haven't tried that yet, so we bought a couple. And of course, these are your ripe mangoes. They're real super sweet. So it's mostly the kids that have these. Once in a while, I'll make like a shake or a smoothie with these fresh avocados. We bought a couple of these real juicy oranges, which are really good to have every once in a while. I'll just keep these in my special drawer in the refrigerator. And there's another yellow melon. Then I bought some of these specialty Chipotle chicken sausages, because we don't have pork sausages anymore, because pork is against what you're supposed to be eating according to God in the Bible. So we try to stay away from pork as much as we can. And here's some Angus beef hamburger I bought, and I bought also some cheddar cheese. And that's this stick of cheddar cheese. It's super delicious. And it's about 4,000 pesos for this one chunk of cheese. So that's 20, 40, 60, 80 bucks almost for this here chunk of cheese. And that's it's 1.76 kilos. So I mean, it's a good chunk of cheese, and that lasts me almost about 2 months. And we mix that cheese with, sometimes we mix it with eggs and so forth. But that's a luxury for us right there. That's one of the most expensive items that we buy. Is that cheddar cheese, and like I say, I don't buy that kind of expensive stuff very often. And we got here. What else we got here? Some 100% apple juice, Old Orchard brand, and that's 200, or what is it? 200? Yeah, 250 pesos per 64 fluid ounces. That's a half gallon. So that's a pretty good deal, really. That's $5. $5 for a half gallon. So that's not bad. And then I bought this directly from Italy, this type of olive oil. And for some of the cooking applications, I get olive oil. And this here was a real good price. And now I don't know how high quality this olive oil is, but it was a good price compared to the other olive oils. And I don't know if this Castel Olivito is a lower grade or not. I'm not sure. But I decided to buy a couple of these. It's 1 liter. And that's like say olive oil. And I always have lemons mixed with my water every morning. That's my morning drink instead of coffee. I quit coffee and tea, so I'm completely off of everything. All mind-altering, addictive drugs I'm off of now, and I'm on 0 medications, no high blood, no analgesics, no statins, nothing. I'm absolutely 0. And that was my goal, to get off of every kind of possible medication that there is in this earth. And I'd probably close to 30 years, 25 or 30 years was on, like ibuprofen for my aches and pains in my muscles. And you know what? I got off all that stuff, and sure, I don't work as hard as I used to work, but honest to God, I don't have any joint pain anymore. I'm free, and I'm free of everything. And like I say, I'm on like a 75% carnivore diet too, so, and I don't eat that processed food anymore. None of that stuff. And I feel great. I'm off of alcohol. I'm off of every single thing that you can think of. I'm not addicted to anything anymore. And you know what? I feel chipper. I feel good. I get a little bit tired in the afternoon, but I only do 1 to 2 meals a day too. A lot of times I'll skip breakfast altogether, and I'll just have a meal about 3 or 4 p.m. in the afternoon. That's all I'll have. And honest to God, guys, it's not that tough. You just got to put your mind to it, and you can do it too. Get off of all that crap. If you're in a shit hit the fan situation, you're not gonna. There won't be no pharmacies to get any medications anyways. So, I mean, I know that the U.S., 50% of the population is addicted to some kind of a drug that the doctors say that you have to have. And that's all baloney. You know, you're just an addict. If you're on any kind of drug constantly, you're dependent on a drug to live your life. Is that worth it to you? Get off all of it. Get off it, because if you're dependent on something, that means something has control over you. Do you want to be controlled by anything? Well, you should ask you that question, because what if you're in a scenario where you can't get it anymore all of a sudden? That's going to play with your mind big time, and you're going to be panicking. You're going to be apprehensive. You're going to be having withdrawals. You're going to be having all kinds of mental and physical issues if you don't get off that stuff, because in the blink of an eye, you could have to be forced to get off that stuff. Do you want to do it in your own terms, in your own way, or do you want to have someone forcing you to do it? Because that's what it's coming to, guys. The whole system's breaking down throughout the world. So it's just a friendly, fair warning to you guys. Get off that stuff. You don't want to be addicted or dependent on anything. What else we got here, Lizelle? Okay. My dog's getting old, and she's about to die, so I bought her this can of dog food. I haven't bought her a can of dog food for probably 4 years. So I figured I'd give her a treat, because she ain't much longer for this world. And then this is the kind of milk that there is in the Philippines, guys. This is what you got. You don't have anything other than this. This is called fresh milk in the Philippines. See this? 100% fresh milk. It says made with 100% fresh milk, and this is made in New Zealand. This is what you got here. This is the best quality that you can buy. Anchor brand. And I always get the full cream, because a lots of fat is what you want for a carnivore diet. It's good for the bones. So this is what I'll get, and this is will last on the shelf for 1 year. You can't really see. Oh, here we go. And it's hard to get a good focus here, guys. Sorry about that. I can't seem to get a good focus. Okay, there's the date. So 12/7/2023 it was produced, and it can last until 9/2 September 2nd of 2024. So that's not quite, what is that? That's like 9 months. Yeah, that's approximately 9 months, and that's how long this what's called fresh milk lasts. So it tastes a little bit different than regular milk, which you're used to if you're in the U.S., but it's not bad taste. You acquire a taste for it, and it's pretty good. I don't drink that much of it, but I use it for cooking and making smoothies and stuff like that every once in a while. So it's not bad, guys. And like I say, I buy maybe 4 or 6 of these, and that'll last for 4 or 6 weeks. So that's how much milk we drink, not much. And then this is your spaghetti sauce. This is what the Americans or the foreigners buy, is the Italian style. The Filipinos buy the Filipino style, which is real sweet and a lot of sugar.
Where do you want me to put this one?
Just on the stairs there, hun. Just put it on the stairs, and I'll get it up on the top higher one so I can see it. And then what else we got here? Some more canned goods. I decided to try a lot of this stuff for smoothies. I'll make some smoothies, a bunch of them, and put them in the freezer, and I'll have like one a day and share it with my autistic son, John. Here's some coconut milk. Now, I love cooking now, and that's what I do with a lot of my time. Instead of drinking beer or drinking alcohol, I'll go in the big chef kitchen that we got and cook. Cook and can. That's my new my newfound hobby. Here's some cream corn, which you can mix this with all kinds of different things. And usually I don't buy corn, but I've been collecting a lot of extra canned goods just in case of a shit hit the fan scenario. We got some extra stuff. This is Lela Best. She likes this stuff.
Sorry.
This salad sandwich. No, that's fine. Every once in a while, it's okay to have that
Then
kind of
I
stuff.
got a good deal of this one.
Oh yeah, you were
from-
very happy of that.
It's big time. From 159, then they low down that into 99 pesos. So I save like what, 60 pesos? And I'm
Yeah.
so happy because I know my husband's so happy of that. I'm helping him to save.
Oh, okay. Thank you, hon. Very nice.
Always nice.
And here's some. We buy this because it's a good deal, and it's just dishwashing soap, right? We wash everything by hand here. We don't have no dishwashing soap, or a dishwasher for washing dishes. It's all done by hand, so we just bought this gallon. Buy this once a month, and that lasts throughout the month. And then we got some, this is Zondrox. This is what the bleach brand is in the Philippines. It's just multi-purpose bleach for the home and for laundry. I'll buy a couple gallons of this. It'll last, like one will last 2 weeks, 1 gallon. Because we use it for mopping floors and for, wiping down hand railings and doorknobs and you name it, right? Bleach is used all over the place for everything. So we'll use that. What else we got? Oh, I bought some of this ketchup only for, because it's part of the recipe for making canned baked beans. So I bought some ketchup. Yeah. So what else we got here? I bought, along with the cornflake cereal, I bought some of this granola. I'll buy
Favorite ni Leo.
here's a strawberry and yogurt granola. It's just a bunch
This
of dried
flavor.
fruit
And
with
it's so
granola. I mix
oysters.
that with the cornflakes. And then here's a lot of the girls have this. So we'll buy this. It's a Milo. It's just like Nestle's Quick, right? It's a chocolate drink. They'll cook or make some hot water and put this Nestle's Quick in. It's like hot chocolate, right? The girls like that. Some spaghetti noodles here. Here's some batter mix for chicken. All the chicken that we bought, we put a batter mix on that. We got some of this Ponset little noodles. It's like top ramen. We got a bunch of those. I actually bought a couple boxes, small boxes of this pancake mix. And I'm gonna, just for a treat, make some pancakes, which ain't part of my carnivore diet, but everybody likes it. The rest of the family, that's not on it. This Tang, this here we'll buy once in a while and we'll mix it up and make freezies out of it, right? Just,
Ice candy.
yeah, ice candy or freezies.
That's what we call it.
I'll show you, we have a couple in here, hon?
Yeah.
In the freezer?
So,
Here's an example. We just put it in the, you can buy these little tiny cylinders of plastic and you just dump that Tang or whatever we decide. Sometimes we'll mix up a smoothie and put in these little bags. And then we freeze them and they're, you know, the kids love them. They'll have one of these every single day. It's so hot here, right? And even adults sometimes. So yeah, and I'll even do that. See, here's one with bananas in it. If you can see the bananas in there, you can see one banana. That's just water and maybe maple syrup with water. You just mix it up and put a little container, Tupperware container, and then you just have that as a freeze pop, right? So yeah, it's real easy to do this kind of stuff, guys. It's way better than that stuff that you buy at the store. It's pre-packaged. It's all full of tons of sugar and corn syrup and all kinds of preservatives and artificial colorings and all that crap. You know, stay away from all that pre-processed stuff. You can do it yourself. It only takes a few minutes. Whip it up in the blender, pour it in those little plastic bags or in a piece of Tupperware and throw it in the freezer. It's so easy. So that's about it for now, guys. I got some more items in here, but you know, I'm checking some of this stuff, chicken or beef on this. You know, this is long-term storage for meat. Every once in a while, I'll buy a few cans if the ingredients looks good. You know, I'll buy some cans of this stuff. And then here's some mushrooms even. This is shikaiti mushrooms. It's a special type of mushroom. I'm kind of anxious to taste it. And we'll see how good that is. And then there's a couple more items in here. Certain different types of sardines. Some of these sardines, like this one has coconut and some extra, you know, like Sealy pepper for hotness. And, you know, it makes a real good sardine. The sardines are high in omega-3, you know, protein. So you can't go wrong with canned sardines. They're pretty cheap and you can't go wrong with it. And it's excellent for your carnivore diet. So you gotta have, that's a must. Sardines are absolute must. Here's another one, extra hot. And you gotta watch it because some of these canned sardines will put lots of sugar and a bunch of artificial stuff in it. Just look for the ones, you can just read the ingredients and look for the ones that don't put in a lot of that extra stuff that you don't need. Especially sugar. We eat way too much sugar. I try to stay away from the sugar as much as I possibly can. There's more mushrooms. What else we got here? Green olives. These things are expensive. This is almost, what, $2.50? It's 181 pesos. Let's see. Oh, it's less than that, but it's not cheap. But it has artichokes and green olive stuff. Basically, they're stuffed olives, but you can't go wrong with olives, canned olives. I mean, there's a meal in itself, this can right here. It lasts for several days. You have 3-4 of them at a time. last several days, and that's imported from Spain, I believe. Yeah, Spain. We get a lot of imports from Spain on food. This is a good brand. I buy quite often a lot of things. This Molinera. It's a really good Spanish brand. So, what else we got here? It's cream corn. This is what Lilybeth bought. Some of this stuff here is so sweet. Try to stay away from it at all possible. Condensed sweet milk. Oh my gosh, that stuff is terrible. I bought this here. That's from Italy. You can see this is Molinera. It's the same brand, but it's either from Spain or Italy. This is some lentil beans. So I try to get a little variety and see what we like, and then I'll keep buying it if it's good. What, hon?
You're always criticizing my food.
Yeah,
The
because
food that I like, you always like that.
well,
Like that.
everybody loves sugar, but it's just so bad for your body in so many ways. I mean, a little bit here and there as a super treat is okay, but people are eating way too much sugar, and that's the reason why they have so many health problems. Okay, what else we got? Anything else? That's about it, I think, huh? Okay, guys, well, I'll just let you go. That's this week's haul for our grocery run to the big city. And another awesome day. Actually, I just went over the break-even point for the kilowatt hours produced going to the grid for my net metering. So now I've produced more than I use because the weather's been so good and I've been making so much power. So today was the day I went over the line, and so it should be like this through the next 3, 4, 5 months, as long as we don't have 3 days of darkness that comes upon us. You know, only God knows. But yeah, so that should be putting me a near zero electric bill next month. We're going to see. So it was this last month with 2,900 pesos. So that's like 40. No, it's like, yeah, it's like $55, $57, $58 right in there cost me for last month for electricity. So next month should be down to maybe 20 bucks or less. So we'll see. So I'll let you guys go. I'm gonna help put away the rest of this stuff. So you guys, it was kind of a long one, but take care and God bless and do good on your homesteading, and if you're preparing, that's all that matters at this time in this late stage that we are in this old world. So love you guys, take care, and God bless. Bye-bye.